Hello. Welcome to the Regional Administration Facility. I'm the Bureau Chief, and I'd like to see you over here right away. Please wait. I'll extend the bridge for you to walk across. Apparently, something is wrong with the bridge. Perhaps you could see to it if you go through the proper channels. When you're done, come see me.
Welcome to the Bureau. We'll have a lot of time exploring here. Inside a dream. Of all the areas, this is the one that has the most detail put into Obsidian. And you'll see that as we go through. Stream being very detailed, very reflective. Well, we can ring the bell, but we don't have to do that.
Oh, hi. You're Lila, right? Sorry about the bridge. You're just gonna have to get it repaired. Ought to be some booth on this floor that can help you. Oh, and by the way, don't keep the Bureau Chief waiting. He hates to wait. And he has important information for you. About some guy by the name of Max.
Our one goal, fixing the bridge.
Listen, I'm trying to read here, okay? I already told you what to do. Find someone to fix that bridge and get that information about Max.
It's gonna take longer than you might expect in order to actually do that. Depending on who you are, you'll get more out of this area than others. It's all subjective. You may or may not have been able to read that sign underneath the vidbot. Well, over here in this room, we have a friend who's able to help us out a little bit. A cute little mariachi, who through the mixture of our turning the page and him playing, will show us how we're able to read on this specific face. One thing that's really cool about this is that the mariachi will only start playing if he is synced up with the background music in his room. See how each letter is two-dimensional but read in 3 dimensions? Depending on the perspective that you have, you'll see it either as a blur curved, as its actual letter, or as its mirror image. Not so much a puzzle, as it is getting information in order to make sure that you're able to get through the area easier. There's a few of those in the game. Like this booth. Hints.
Ah, I see you need a little help. Good thing you've come to the hints booth. Would you like a hint about bridges?
How could I say no?
Never cross a bridge before you come to it.
Unfortunately, she doesn't give hints.
Ah, I see you need a little help. Would you like a hint about the Bureau Chief?
She gives something called homilies.
He respects you if you respect yourself. Ah, I see you need a little help. Would you like a hint about getting through to Max? Wait till he's in a good mood. Ah, I see you need a little help. Good thing you've come to the hints booth. Would you like a hint about bridges? Okay, well then good luck.
Instead of giving actual instruction, it's more ideas. More etiquette-based. A connection to etiquette and Emily Post comes to mind. There's this kiosk here.
The statue before you commemorates the dark period of our past when rebel ideas held sway. During this time, the orderly process of reorientation was rejected. Any spherical object could be used to get from place to place. Rules meant nothing. Our cherished bureaucracy was despised. Only through heroic struggle was the rebel movement vanquished. Pockets of resistance remain today, but are neutralized by a system of constant vigilance.
So they aren't vanquished. But are shown off by our wonderful statue of Atlas. The difference between spheres and cubes. The sources booth.
Bring me the blue pages.
I'm sorry?
Bring me the blue pages.
Sorry, which color?
Bring me the blue pages.
Obsidian does make remark about inspirations for their game. Myst is one of them. There's a couple others. Ever considered a cube Earth?
Travel through the Regional Information Facility can be an enjoyable and enlightening experience. The Atlas face, for example, features a daringly constructed statue. Notice the giant sphere, representing our society's triumph over radical curves. The Records face, for example, provides access to the sunken library. In addition, it gives one a rare opportunity to ride the Bureau elevator sideways. The Nexus face, for example, offers sanctioned gravitational passage to 3 other orientations. The Security face, for example, combines the restriction of card-regulated passage with the spaciousness of tempered glass walls. Notice the bold arrangement of seating on the time face, which urges citizens to immediate action. The Executive phase, perhaps, represents our greatest feat of thematic design. Picture the bridge and the office spires as the sun, shining gloriously upon our mural sky.
There is a small amount of information we can get out of travel, mainly traveling sideways. Doesn't sound like something we're supposed to do. But I need to feel like I'm doing something right. Productivity should be able to help me? Or maybe not. Instead, we're just gonna hold down our paddle and play two-sided breakout. Feel like I'm actually doing something. Okay. I do want to make sure that they're staying on both of their right sides, because if they get mixed up and hit a different color, they will change to that color. You can also get a game over if you do that too much. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Keep you on that side. Almost. Directed. Yay! Oh, I feel like I've done so much today now. Good. Operations. A different kind, but yeah, okay.
Lila, quite an amazing dream you had, wasn't it?
pay some attention to it or no attention. That is your decision. There we go. Oh, mediation. 2 vidbots here.
Hello. Welcome to the Office of Mediation. How can I help you?
That's how can we help you?
Would you stop interrupting me?
Yeah, if you stop excluding me.
Oh, come on. How many times do I have to hear this?
Until you get it through your thick screen.
Why, you?
Oh, yeah?
Just the right kind of mediation I need. That everybody needs. It's relatable. But I don't want it. I want the bridge repair. Exactly what I need.
Bridge repair here. I heard you was coming. What you gotta do to fix the bridge and nab that info on your buddy is go retrieve a document. It's filed under standard damage. When you get it, bring it to that bombshell in the Department of Pre-Approvals. Talk about an accent. Huh, you know I can't understand a word she says.
Oh, good. Something we can pick up. You must retrieve the document filed under standard damage. We have some directions now. Good.
Jeez, you again? I already told you what to do. Good thing I made a carbon copy.
Luckily, we can pick up as many copies as we need. Not that we can actually carry them with us. And we have the information desk at the front, but why would a reception desk be all the way over here?
The gentleman's right hand supports the lady in the small of her back. Her right hand lies palm down in his left. And her left hand rests on the upper part of his right arm. Their hips are almost touching.
No place for the Holy Spirit?
In asexual reproduction, there are no gametes and no cells unite. Instead, the organism divides into 2 or more parts.
The decade of the 1950s wasn't that far off from the biology videos I was watching. Some of them were from the 1970s. This one is almost illegible, but it's Bureau Hygiene.
Hi there. Haven't seen you before at Bureau Hygiene. You're the one looking for Max, right? Oh. Spot. How embarrassing. Let me just... almost got it. No, not quite. Oh, I'm sorry. Could you come back a little later?
Jeez, look at the definition on that finger.
One moment, please. Be right with you. If I can ever get rid of this... Oh, for God's sake! This is such a bad example. What's so funny? Wipe that look off your face.
What's funny is irony, but also working in a hygiene department makes me almost feel like he is far more interested in dirty things than clean things sometimes. And lastly, well, we've had some mention of the rebels. Yes and no.
This is Rebel Control. Watch your back. Did anyone follow you here?
Relax, camera. No.
What about your socks? Have you checked them for bugs? Why not?
Are you one of them? I'm not so sure, pal. You will be monitored from here on in.
There's a lot of different pathways we can go through the booth. You can check them out in their own separate time, as you wish, because we have nothing but time in the Bureau. But we need to find a document and head to pre-approvals. And the only way is to reorient ourselves.